Hey, good morning, folks. It's 33 degrees out here, and it's freaking freezing. But it's 7:40 in the morning. Hold on a second, I got a text from one of my buddies. Let's see what's going on here. Got a buddy of mine got at least a day-long mulching job for me. I love references. Most all of my jobs are word of mouth. I don't advertise. So let me see if I have his number still. Let's see here. Yeah, I got his number. One buddy referring me to another buddy. You can't beat that. So I'll call him in a few minutes. But I want to go over some things that you're going to need if you're going to start a sawmill business. But one of the basic things is you're going to need a chainsaw. I use steel. I've had good luck with these. These are tough. You just need to know what you're doing. But let me get this oiled up, gassed up. I'll be cutting up this big log I showed you the other day. There's a lot of behind the scene expenses that a lot of people don't realize, like gas, oil, chains, bits to sharpen your chain, unless you're gonna file them like I used to. But let me show you what I use to sharpen. This sharpener makes quick work of sharpening the chains. Less than 5 minutes you can have that chain almost like new. And these little bits, they don't cost too much, but way faster than a file. I've done the file thing for years and years before I finally dropped about 35 bucks on this. If you're around Northeast Florida, go up and see Greg Franklin Equipment in Hilliard. I tell you, he'll fix you right up. He's got a nice shop, sells tractors, implements, all kinds of stuff. Bad boy mowers, tractors. Yeah, you won't go wrong with Greg. But another thing you're gonna need is a measuring tape, of course. Ace Hardware and Callahan had these on sale. Buy one, get one free. Let me show you, this thing has a trick to it that I didn't realize. But that young thing got a magnet at the end of it. Check that out. If you ever need the magnet on the end of it, which would be good for picking up something you drop too, a nut, a washer, a bolt or something. Pretty neat. Found that out by accident. Well, another thing you need is get a cup of coffee in a thermal cup to keep it in, so it stay warm for you. Let's go over here to this big old log. gonna square this end up. You can see when it was cut down, you know, you're not gonna get a good cut on that butt end. So I'm gonna cut this off square. And you see this big old log, this joker, thing's 29 inches inside the bark that way. What it is here? Yeah, 29 inches. So we'll cut that off square and then we'll measure. So I'll film that. Yeah. For all you safety directors out there, I got my earplugs here. I'm gonna put my earplugs in, wear my eye protection and all that. I don't want to get the OSHA all in an uproar. All right, let's make some racket. I didn't cut it all the way through because dirt is the worst enemy to a chain on the chainsaw. Let's see. This big old thing, my tractor's gonna have trouble picking up even 8 feet of it. So I'm gonna leave it a little bit because as hard as you try, sometimes you don't get that cut perfectly square, but that's pretty close. So we'll cut it down here. We'll give a couple inches. I'm gonna cut it about 8 foot 3 inches. Give me a little bit. Big as this log is, I might be off a little bit on one of these cuts. I cut it 8 foot 6. All right, let's get that marked. Yeah. Well, a good pocket knife. If you got your pants on, you should have a pocket knife on you. It's hard to run around with a pocket full of chalk, especially when you sweat. Let's get that cut done. way through. Now the other thing on these logs, you have these limbs sticking out. You're gonna have to cut that off a lot more flush, because that is the enemy to your sawmill. Get one out here too. Cut that off. So now that we got that cut, we'll get our measurement on the other. Let's get that going. We'll get another 8-footer out of it to see how. Yeah, we got 8 foot there. And go 8.6. That's a big old log there. I wish it was straight. That big old bend in it. Kind of odd the way that thing grew. But yeah, I think that's all. I'm gonna have to just handle 8-foot sections of that, because that's gonna be about all my tractor can pick up. I could do it with the excavator, but the pin that we got yesterday was the wrong one, so we had got to take it back. They had to get one in. It should be in this morning. So, well, I'm gonna get this cut on up, and I'll get it put over here on the sawmill. I'm gonna cut some of these other ones up, but I think y'all got the idea. But there's a lot more to sawmilling than sawmilling. So, we got all this to cut up. Now all you guys, these Facebook professionals or YouTube professionals that has the logs all sorted out and organized, my hat's off to you. Maybe one day when I grow up I'll get organized, but for now we just kind of put them in here where I can get them, so I still have room to work with my tractor to put them on my feed ramps. They're made out of some cross ties there. But yeah, it's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna get to sawing, and I'll show y'all later on what all we can get done today. So, got my customer supposed to be coming to pick up this lumber this week. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so we got to get with it today. So the other thing about this YouTube thing is it's kind of time consuming to film and set this thing up, and it kind of impedes the workflow. So I'm gonna get with it, and y'all get back to work, turn this thing off, and get something done today, y'all. I appreciate you watching, and if you hadn't done it, go ahead and subscribe, and hit the like and share it with your friends. Maybe you can learn something. Maybe you got some tips for me. Leave them in the comments and I'll see them. But thanks for watching.